Call to order the regular board meeting of commissioners, January 20th, 7:04. Please call the roll.
Slayer. Here. Bell. Absent. Druin. Here. Larson.
Here.
Tillman.
Here. Pledge allegiance. Please stand for the pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Alrighty. So let me pull this up here. We need to open the public hearing for the budget and appropriations ordinance by stating the time, which is 7:05, and the purpose of the hearing, which is to receive any public comment on the proposed ordinance, which is available for public inspection. This is for the budget and appropriations ordinance that we've already gone through for the last month or two, and it is required by law. Anybody can come and talk, or they can actually write in. Requested speakers are hoping to give their name and address, and then after all the comments are over, we'll get back to our normal meeting. So officially opening that, I don't believe we need to have a roll call for that. We just need to open that meeting.
Correct.
Yeah. So officially opening that meeting for the budget and appropriations ordinance. Anybody here to talk about that?
Did we have any written comments?
We don't have any written comments that came in through correspondence.
Nothing for the
So
record.
I am going to close the public hearing for a budget and appropriations ordinance at 7:07. And we can move on. Any items to be added or removed or changed from the agenda today?
They're not.
Awesome. So entertain a motion to establish the consent agenda as follows. Approval of the board meeting, approval of the minutes of the regular board meeting of December 16th, the executive session December 16th, paid expenditures, expense approval report, investment summary, income statement, and purchases.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Larson and second by Druin. Please call the roll.
Larson.
Aye.
Druin. Aye. Slayer. Aye. Bell absent. Tillman.
Aye, motion carries. Entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented, or as established, sorry.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Slayer, second by Larson. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 7, guest matters from the public. Anybody here to have anything they want to say? We'll sit here for 45 minutes and wait. All right, item number 8, matters from the commissioners. What y'all got? Anything?
Don't have anything today.
No. No, nothing. Thank you.
Awesome. We're gonna fly.
Yeah.
All right. Hang on one second. I was remiss here.
Did you jinx yourself?
I did. Item number 9, correspondence. We have one, which is a thank you note to our executive director, Niamela, from the public library for volunteering to be a reader during the holiday story time at the Celebration of Lights Festival. We will read that into the record, which I would think would be fantastic. Was it fun?
It is such a fun event.
Yeah, just to do the reading and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw, I did see somebody on television talking about they wrote a children's book and they were reading it in front of people, and they're like an actor and they do all this stuff, and they said the scariest thing they've ever done is read in front of children. Was it like were you nervous to make a mistake?
No, I love it. Just interacting with them, and I'd have them like repeat noises that I'd make.
Oh, cool.
You know, just to get them interactive and
It was an
engaged.
interactive book?
Yeah, that'd be fun. All right, item number 10, announcements.
Okay. Good evening, Batavia. It may be cold outside, but the Park District is heating things up with plenty of ways to stay warm, active, and smiling. While winter tries to keep us bundled up, spring fun is already warming up, and registration season is in full swing. So first up is spring soccer. Energy City Soccer League is now enrolling kids from ages 3 to 9. If your goal is to get a little ones moving, smiling, and learning a new sport, this league is a total score. Don't get benched. Registration closes March 16, 2026. And speaking of springtime hits, girls softball leagues are stepping up to the plate. Leagues are available for ages 5 through 6 and 7 through 14. And this program is sure to be a home run. Registration wraps up March 11th, so don't strike out. So exciting to use sports ones. For our youngest energy bundlers, Preschool Open Gym is back every Friday morning from 10 a.m. to noon at the Civic Center. Winter weather can't slow these kids down. They'll be running, climbing, tumbling, bouncing the morning away on mats, squishy blocks, and more. Cost is $5 for the first child and $3 for each additional child. Adults aren't counted as children, so you get to go in for free, pay at the front door, and let the wiggles fly. If you prefer to stay cozy and exercise your memory and not your muscles, the Batavia Depot Museum's Gather and Remember free drop-in program returns February 19th. This session celebrates the joy of school bands, church choirs, and community ensembles. Come toot your own horn, share your stories, and listen to others as they strike a chord with something you love. This program takes place from 10 to 11 a.m. in the Skyloft right here. And if music isn't your jam, how about wine? There's a lot of wine. So tickets for Batavia Uncorked, our casual wine event, go on sale February 9th and will be available on Eventbrite. All of your favorite local wines will be back, and the event is pouring out the fun June 6th from 1 to 4 p.m. February also brings some key registration dates. New Horizons Preschool's registration for the 2026-2027 school year begins February 2nd, and Camp Sensational registration opens February 9th for returning in-district participants, and then February 16th for non-returning in-district campers. So we do have 4 deadlines for registration to make sure that we serve everyone in the district. So that wraps up today's, ooh, I need to turn it down a little bit. So that wraps up today's announcements. Stay warm, keep dreaming of sunshine, scoop up your Hall Quarry Beach season pass at the lowest preseason early bird rate through April 30th. Because every great summer starts with a little winter planning. So until next month, keep cozy, keep moving, and as always, play your way, Batavia.
Awesome.
Thank
Thank you.
You stuck the landing.
Little reckless.
You know, be thankful that you have all those sports for you, all those little puns.
I won't strike out.
Yeah.
I was really impressed. I think that I was like, is this a new record?
I just told you you'd be done by the
It
time.
was a lot. It was a lot. Brady helped me with the soccer puns.
Nice job.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Good.
She helped me today.
I was impressed.
All right, we are at item number 11. I'm going to slow down so she can get caught up. Staff
11 already?
Staff reports.
Look how efficient we are.
Yeah.
Sam's usually slowing us down.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna
Tell her.
I'll start with Kim Hansen,
Oh.
Director of Parks.
Switch it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Sure, just working on getting a number of the projects, getting them going for the year. Mike Wild project's gonna be getting underway this spring and working on getting set up some meetings for, the ERO demolition and landscaping and the, pathway, Fox River Trail Path, things like that, and, redoing the contracts, so I'll be going out to bid here shortly. I have some updates I wanna do, and, we're working out in the field on various, clearing out invasives in a number of different parks, and shorelines, so, the guys are taking advantage of not having snow, so, while we don't, even though it's cold. That's okay, makes working out in the park a little bit better, actually, so, that's it.
Your helpful hint about finding gaps once everything's cut down. You know, I told you I cut my lilacs
Yep.
down. I have a 3-foot gap that I didn't realize was there. It is monstrous. I don't know what I'm going to do. I have to wait, but it's very timely that that's there.
That's funny, yeah,
Yeah,
it's a very good time to look at them.
yeah.
Josh?
Yeah.
We're still on schedule to start the Shannon Hall floor refinish on Monday. So they'll come in and sand the top layer and put a nice new seal coat on top. It'll take about 2 weeks to cure. So getting that started, and hopefully we'll have a proposal for Fox Trail Playground replacement next month. So getting that started with Upland Design. So yeah, like Kim, just getting everything rolling. So.
Thank you, Josh. And Brent.
Yeah, we're planning the audit. We have some preliminary field work coming up in February. So as part of the audit, the board will be asked to complete a fraud questionnaire by our auditors, and we're actually changing it up slightly where it used to be a questionnaire that you could complete and send back directly to them, but they're going to actually be coordinating interviews in person or over the phone this year and going forward. So just a heads up on that. We're also in the process of implementing an electronic check request process for the district. So this is going to be great for our operations, eliminate a ton of paper that we hand back and forth, and it's just going to be something, you know, that'll make, I think, everybody's lives easier on the check request process here. So looking forward to that. And just a reminder that our annual rollover bonds are going to be issued in the forthcoming couple of weeks here, and then Spear Financial, our financial advisor, will be at the February board meeting to go over the bond sale and the results of that.
So one of the notes I had, just for the benefit of the board members who may not have been here, was was really talking about the redundancy of the internet locations, and I was like, why don't we have redundancy where we have all of our people? But can you just walk through, we already talked about it, I know, could you walk through, just for everybody's benefit, what that's really not the case, that we do have redundancy for everybody.
Right, so our primary internet service comes in through the Civic Center, and then most of our facilities are all interconnected through a fiber cable infrastructure throughout the city, where that internet connection at the Civic Center is fed through these fiber cables and is used at all of our different sites as well. So the redundancy is having a backup connection at the Civic Center in case our primary internet connection were to go down, then the backup connection would kick on and still provide internet service to all of our different locations that are on that fiber network.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you. So we have redundancy for everyone, including this facility, because it funnels through another facility. So cool, thank you.
All right, thanks, Brent. We're going to skip over here to Brittany.
Awesome. February 6th is one of my favorite events that we put on, so that's Ties and Tiaras. We're excited, a new theme this year, which is Candyland. We're currently sold out, but in a couple days we'll be adding some more tickets, so just take a look online if you haven't gotten your tickets. We're very excited about that. Summer is on our mind in the rec department, so we are busy with Windmill City Fest. We'll be adding new activities such as bingo. We're working on bringing back some of our favorites. Sunday Fun Day, which is an ice cream contest, we'll be bringing back. We're working on adding pickleball leagues for our littles in the summer, so just very busy with summer and working with the marketing team on our brochure.
I would think one of the funnest things would be coming up with the names, because like Busy Bees and
Yeah.
stuff. It's like, I was like, that is just so cute. So, athletic field rentals, my note here is like,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Yes.
So like between the marketing, between the facilities being, you know, perfect, between everything else, to what is that? I was not here to do math, but it seems like triple
Yes.
what it was before is amazing.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
So.
Yeah, and thank you to everybody.
Where are
Yeah.
you seeing it mostly? Because that is a large jump.
Yeah, we had lots of long-term rentals at West Main for baseball and softball, so
Okay.
that was like all summer long, and soccer. We've increased with some other
Yeah.
groups that were using that, so it's just more long-term.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
not
as long as
many,
those
like-
independent groups are sustainable, so is this rental increase sustainable, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great.
Really cool. Yeah.
I have a couple of friends for my daughter who are excited about Ties and Tiaras. My daughter's going as well, and there was one who missed out on tickets, so now I can tell them to
Yep,
keep their eyes peeled.
in a couple days, yep.
Okay,
Mm-hmm,
it's good to know.
yes.
All right, and then Miss Katie.
Well, part of my presentation today is actually we have Tony Zaparo from LLT Group, which is the organization who designed and launched our brand new website. For those of you who should know, if you don't, the Park District launched a brand new website last Monday evening. It was fun and it was exciting. And it was fun to watch all the houses in the town ping when it showed up live. It's been a long process. It was a little bit over a year to do this entire process. It took from the time when we started our community focus groups, so it was actually over a year and a half. So this entire process has taken up a lot of effort. I'm very proud of all of us staff and the community who participated in it. We did have 6 different community focus groups, as well as one specifically the staff and the board at that time. So I'm very proud, the marketing team is very proud. I hope everyone in the district is proud of the new website and how it represents the needs of our community and what our community asked for. And just a shocking move, I didn't see any negative comments online yet. So very, very happy about it. So we have Tony here to speak from LLT Group for what they did on their back end. So if you've got any questions, grill them away, but I'm looking forward to seeing you. Oh, thank you.
Nice to meet everyone. I'm glad to be here. So just put together a little presentation. I'll kind of run through it. If at any point you want me to pause, I'll open it up for questions at the end. You can ask them during. If you haven't been to the website, please go. It looks amazing. Working with Katie and her team, right? It just was a treat. We can't say that about every client. But again, you guys, fun, you have a lot to offer and everything like that. So with the website, a lot of what we're focusing on, kind of like she said, is community driven, right? Modern, secure, a whole new digital experience that's going to be able to kind of help residents, help people find what they need. And so a thank you to everyone in this room, right, for going through the process and everyone involved. It's no small feat. It takes a lot of time, effort, and so we appreciate that. And at the end of the day, you having your trust in us, right, as a company to help kind of bring this to the forefront for you. So if we can kiss to the next slide. Oh.
I was like, okay.
So a little bit of what you'll see here, and I won't go into a ton of detail, but I'll just kind of call a couple things out as we go along. Oh, perfect. So key things, and I kind of will cover them, is listening to a lot of the residents, getting feedback, community feedback, everything like that, was the focal point. So this is the homepage. It's constantly dynamic, constantly changing, right? One of the big things is being able to find all the programs, important updates, 2 clicks to find anything that you could need. And so a key there is a lot of how we look to split out how you find programs, whether it be by age, whether it be by type, anywhere you're kind of going down the homepage, right? It's trying to prepare you for that next season, the next bit of information, and make it easy and visual for you to find those types of things. If you can keep scrolling, please. Here you'll notice mega navs is what we call them, right? So the big things with also visual and branding is colors, right? Blues, greens, purples, tying them to different types, whether they be programs, facilities, events, right, about bringing that consistency through there. And so just helping to kind of bring a better visual identity into it. And a big thing is listening, right? You've got a lot to offer, making it so that its hierarchy is better framed and so that people can get what they need. Next slide, please. Here's just a small, if you haven't checked out the events calendar, it's pretty cool, right? Not only do you get calendar views, list views, the filtering makes it just really easy and quick. And on top of that, AI is what we're utilizing as kind of a search throughout the site, right? So obviously that's the way of the future, making sure that phrasing, right, it picks it up, can combine, and the end goal is when somebody's looking on the site to find what they need, getting them there as quick as possible. Next slide, please. Some things that were pretty cool in terms of kind of bringing all assets under one roof. is you'll notice, so on any page of the website, the top left, if you click, is the main Park District website, but we've also got the depot and the Windmill City Fest as big landing pages. And so instead of having them as separate URLs, right, floating out there in the world, hey, how do I get there? That's something that just really helps drive a lot of users, is within one click, you can access all, right, the sub-navigations that they have, so avoiding confusion there. Next slide, please. Just some graphics. If you ever get a moment, can kind of appreciate a lot of the illustrations we did to try to pair with, obviously, everything Batavia has to offer and some of the landmarks and things like that. So that was just a little call out to that. The parks and facilities, not only is there a map search with map dots and information and it's interactive, but of course there's list views and actual like text filters as well. So all the amenities that the different parks and facilities have to offer are there. There's videos, there's image galleries, and as I was telling Katie, I'm jealous. Just I have a 2.5-year-old, and we constantly go to parks because I get bored. So now we're shut in. But I was like, man, I don't have to drive there and then figure out what they have. Right? Could just look on the website. Mobile, right? So that's one thing. Mobile is primary traffic, right? That's what the users of the website care about, and so that's where we designed with mobile in mind. And so when you're browsing it, everything, these are just a couple views, right? Because as important as it is to be able to search on your phone, right, and map interactivity and registering, and so if you get a chance there, but know that the scalability and kind of long-term goal was keeping mobile in mind. Kind of talked about a number of these, but the three big things that we focused on is clarity for residents, getting them what they need faster, right, and clicking, reducing the friction in registration, right, if you can get them to get to the program and register faster, and then security and long-term confidence, and that's a big one. I'll just briefly talk on it a little bit, but it's making sure that website is updated, code base is updated, there's security around it so that, again, you're not potentially vulnerable for different hacks and things like that. Next slide, please. So, mentioned a little bit, but the whole goal was guided by community input, and so some big things that from the focus groups, and again, in addition to that is navigation, right? So a big thing is how we structured the navigation on the website was based on the feedback we got, what they're looking for, and bigger than that, what their pain points were with the old experience, right, and where they kind of fell off or couldn't get to where they wanted to. Program discovery, there was a lot of responses around that. So that's where if you're having trouble getting a program on the website, which shouldn't happen, send us a note, we'll fix it. Mobile experience, talked about that was prioritized because 70+% of your visitors are mobile, so you got to think of them. And then again, the board, what you guys helped to define as success metrics, helped to make us align in the beginning for what we're trying to build. Little leadership spotlight, highlight that none of this would have been possible without Katie. Sure, we did the design work, right? We did the development work, but at every step of the way, she was really with us from the vision to the reality of it. And so we really appreciate everything she did there. And entering content, us teaching her how to use the system, and so it takes a team to really bring something like that to life, and it's no small feat when you have an existing website, all the URLs, all the pages, and how to manage those. So again, thank you, Katie, for everything you did. What launched this, I won't go into too detailed here, but just the number of different things from better web track integrations to additional landing pages and trust signals to the visual brand identity. We have a lot of different things that we checked off in terms of features that really help to work in the community with people using the website. Next one, please. Big wins, and then I'm almost done and I'll open it up. So web track integration, big thing, allowing people to get to register for programs quicker. So there's a faster path from what it was, less clicks, higher conversions, and then just better alignment, right, between how it looks on the website, where they're going, just making them feel comfortable all the way through. Security and trust, right? So from two-factor authentication to, we have a caching firewall, fancy way of saying there's something in front of the site that keeps it protected if there's vulnerabilities. So there's a backup. We have regular updates that we're doing. And so the whole goal is keep the code base, database, and the user safe and the content safe. And so we did a lot of hardening around there, so that's not an issue. Accessibility, translation, technology. So a big one is, so translation, utilizing that for spinning off different languages, Spanish, Polish. I know there was a couple more just
Today we had a request for Farsi. We have several
Oh, that makes sense.
Persian
It does, yeah.
participants who
Yeah,
asked
yeah.
for Farsi, so that's now one of the languages that our site is translating. That's great.
So that was exciting. That literally from yesterday to today, I was like, did you add new languages? Because I didn't see those on yesterday.
She speaks Farsi now.
And just that flexible architecture, right? The CMS, right, content management system that it can use to edit it. It allows a lot of flexibility with how you can build it, pages you can build in the future and extend upon it. And that's where AI, right? There's springboards for where you can go from here, right? You've got a great system and platform that you can build on for years to come. And I think that's the big thing of if and when you want to start implementing new features, functions, AI, right, elements, it's ready to do that. They just need to be defined and built in. So that a lot of the goal was building a foundation, right, that you as a district can build on, a park district can build on. And so again, thank you guys to the board for trusting the process and at the end trusting us. And obviously we're excited to keep helping you guys with sustainability, maintenance, whatever you might need for the future.
Thank you.
I'll take any and all questions.
So, Katie, I didn't have any notes on your section,
Oh, okay.
but I do have notes now.
Okay, ask away.
One of them, I just saw the Hall Quarry Beach with the temperature.
Yeah, I'm
and
listening
everything
and
there.
going through it.
It's fantastic. So I'm assuming
It's the football field, but I'm assuming you're tapping into that fuse
they can't,
camera.
yeah. That's awesome. That's, and that's
That's
something
really
people
cool.
would
Yeah.
want, which we need to market that we have that so they know they can look and see what that is
Right,
in advance.
that's a really cool.
And in the summer season, the text messaging system that we use will
Oh.
actually display an active feed.
Oh, that's fantastic.
For that, it just is empty right now,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I
yeah.
did not have it turned on, but in the summer, people will be able to go to that and actually see updates.
So for the
Very cool.
website, I'm gonna assume all the tiles are dynamic, right?
Yes.
Right. So, for the AI, what language model are you using? Is it just some general language model, or are you using just?
Farsi.
Different language. Are you using something that's geared more towards just park districts, or what is it, what is your language model? that you're
Yeah, so right now we're basically using a search AI model, right, that's based on OpenAI's framework, right?
So it just has like fuzzy logic and things like that for misspellings and everything, but just general conversational
Yeah.
Correct.
AI, okay.
Yes.
So it's not like geared toward, what I'd like us to get to is, using, so what I'm talking about is large language models drive AI, it's all about, and there's a lot of garbage in OpenAI that we don't want in any of our search models. So I would love to see, something move towards, these are the, 100,000 questions that are generally asked to park districts, and use that to drive your model so that we get rid of all the other garbage that's out there for AI, right?
Yeah, and that's a lot of, even for a lot of other clients, what we're doing is you're basically building your own LLM, right? When
Right.
you're ready that,
Right.
sometimes it starts with chat features, right, where you're connecting.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right.
And that's something that's easy to do. The difficult part, or the most difficult part of it, is defining what you want to do, right? And that's also the exciting part.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause, listen, you could put in somebody who say, hey, I have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, and I'm only available on Wednesday and Fridays, and we could develop an AI model that helps to say, hey, here's the 3 programs that would work for you. Here's your, again, that's just the tip of the iceberg there. But absolutely, I'd say it's to run your own LLM model, right? And take it off and kind of use the backbone is not that expensive to do.
Right.
Just figuring out how you want to use it.
And I would love to see, because what you just talked about will branch into things that are not Park District related. So I have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, I want something to do on Monday and Wednesday with them at 3 o'clock. They'll send you to the library, they'll send you over here, there'll be all sorts of other things that are not geared just for the Park District. So a perfect example of what I was talking about is that we eventually need to get to an AI language model that is geared towards Park District activities, that when you get questions that are like that, well, like, hey, we have these programs.
Just set that boundary so it
Exactly.
stays within our.
Yep. And it'd be really difficult just to do Batavia Park District, but Park Districts in general would be enough to say, hey, search your program guide, and actually you could have it search the program guide and say these are the things that are available. So. And the last one I had, do we have the drone footage on that video?
Yes, we do. Oh, yeah. So all the little park pages have drone, even the picture he showed on, I think you had River, if you go up in your pages.
Okay.
So in his presentation, he actually had one of the videos that was popped up at the bottom. I was like, oh, we'll show that one in a minute.
Katie, which one do you want me to go to?
I'm going to say, why don't we go to the Batavia River Walk? Oops. So yeah, see, so scroll down, you're on the correct page.
I'm still learning this site too.
Understandable.
There's a lot.
Click off the main menu, Allison. It's actually you're actually on the correct page on Interact. So scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down.
Keep scrolling.
Keep scrolling.
So it gives
Scroll
it
down.
every people.
Oh.
And then go to the list
Oh.
view. So this way, like we mentioned earlier, that you can actually search by amenity or location or keyword. And then if you click
all
on
the
the
different amenities.
view park. And so if you scroll down, we're moving some of the places for the videos, but the video is in this one. See right there with the little icon. So all of our
Yeah.
ones. So we're moving them up in a different place. Our technical helper, Sam.
Oh, we
is-
didn't have the quarry done when that was.
we will get the new
Yeah,
one.
yeah, I'm at the pond, yeah, we didn't have the pond done. when-
Yeah.
Rats.
Maybe I can get it refilmed in the fall.
So go back to the homepage, because it's one of the very first things I do that I thought was clunky. I apologize.
Oh, no,
That
no.
going negative. Because it was the very first thing I did. Right.
It's an opportunity.
So if I was on the homepage and it has this, right? This, by the way, the colors, the fonts, I'm loving everything. Okay, so if you click on parks and facilities, because this is how I would search, like if I didn't know. And then you scroll down and there's a map, which I thought was really cool. But mine immediately, the map is blank and it's in the middle of the ocean. It didn't start with all of the stuff. So mine is showing, and I went back and forth a
You
couple
may have
times.
location on your
Thing not working?
yeah.
Because then, and then I went to go to the filters. So then I was like, okay, so I have to go, there's a filter button.
Like here?
Yeah, and so also that doesn't have, you have to click all of them. There's not a click all or an unclick all.
So there's a
Well, there is, there's a clear
all
filter.
filters.
Yes,
Yeah.
but there's a clear all the filters, but there's not an like you have to click all
Oh,
of them.
for
It's
not
like,
all
I'm a
sports and
rec,
recreation.
You have to click all of those. It would be nice to choose all
So
of them.
scroll up. To get rid of all of them, scroll down. Right there.
Clear
You can
filters.
just click, there should be something that says,
Well, they have
for
a
sports
clear-
and recreation,
Yeah.
just an X there.
So-
That's what you're looking at.
Yeah, well, I wanted a click all. I want to click
Oh,
all.
click off, but that would be getting rid of all of them too.
Right,
Right,
You
okay.
want a boat launch and a gym.
I want to know where
Yeah.
boats are. And
You want everything.
She
But,
wants
well,
to
also,
play
because I realized my
pickleball
map
and
was, my
launch her
map was
boat.
empty. So my map was
sound
empty, so if I wanted to see all of them, I was gonna have
But
to
that
have to
doesn't work
click
on
through.
mine. I think that's just your
You should have
device.
your location turned off.
Yeah, I think that's what
true.
that is.
Because I was like, and I went back, I was like, why is it not there? And then when I did click them, to get out of the clicking on button, it didn't, well, because I'm looking at it different. There we go, if I was looking at it this way, because I was looking
Well,
at
you're
it
not
this
gonna
way.
have the gym in the middle of the ocean.
I know, that's why I was like, what?
That's why it's not working.
Well, then when I clicked on basketball courts, and then,
Oh, then it
Oh,
shows.
then it
shows
showed,
up.
Yeah,
yeah, it showed them, but I wanted to click all, I wanted to choose
Yeah,
all,
yeah,
yeah,
I get it.
because
Yeah.
there's so many options.
Maybe your settings are
Saying,
set up, pull all the parks.
But they don't have a click all
So the
button.
list view
Well, there's not a click all button.
allow you to
No, I dig
scroll
it.
through about alphabetical order.
It's too difficult.
Also,
To keep
mine
track.
doesn't have Prairie and Latham Park as
It's so
pickleball.
hard.
Just click on and see if Prairie Latham shows us a pickleball option when I did it on my Mac. Because I was looking at
Well, do you want me to fix it right now?
Obviously.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I think it'd be about,
It actually is listed as a tennis court.
Is it really?
Yes.
I
believe
it
it.
used to be a tennis court.
Because it's,
Because it used to be a tennis court, it's listed that way?
Which is that?
it's
Oh, Prairie, yeah, they used to be tennis courts.
But they're big ball courts now.
oh
They used to
man.
be tennis courts.
Yeah.
I can fix it if it's not there.
There.
Yeah, tennis court, so it's a tennis court, not a.
But I was looking for
Aren't they
pickleball courts
both?
by my house.
Don't we have them painted as both?
Yeah, it is.
No, I'm saying the actual court, isn't it painted as both?
Right?
It is,
Yeah.
it is.
Right.
So you're asking to add
Yeah, I
a
can
button
add
that
pickleball.
shows it's
Yeah.
also.
Oh, that it's
It
also a
has
pickleball.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, it's-
Because if I was looking for pickleball courts, I'm showing these
Well,
three.
it used to be
And I
designated
went
just.
well, that's what
Yeah.
we want
Tennis,
those
right.
people to play.
Well, did it signage
I guess
still
don't put
say
it on there,
like
it's always free.
There you go, tennis in some of the parks, and then pickleball, or it's just Converse.
Okay, so maybe if I have my location on, I'll have that, because I was like, oh no, my map, I
I
love
think
the
that
whole
is,
concept.
because it doesn't do that with mine.
When you pulled yours up, did
Yep.
you go the map worked? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh no, the map is in the middle of the ocean, that's not helpful for me.
It's a swimming thing.
Yeah.
But, right,
It
so I really
sponsors
have to-
swimming lessons.
I really have to give
It's beautiful.
Katie credit. She's poured so much
I know, it's
Absolutely.
time,
fabulous.
effort, and energy into the site throughout the entire year. And LLT, you've been, sorry, you and your entire design team have been wonderful about listening to our needs and, you know, and I love that nothing about this is cookie cutter. It's all Batavia. And Katie just poured her everything into this, and I think it's an award-winning website that Katie can be super proud of, and I bet you pick up a lot of extra Park District, you know, business because of it. But we were your, you know, can't say we were your
Don't
first.
forget.
It works on my phone.
Yeah, we were your best.
Yeah,
It works on my phone.
that's great.
I like that you guys stayed true to all of the color schemes, the fonts, the vibe, the kind of casualness of like, where it kind of looks like it's like chalk over like the click, you know what I mean? Like it's not just a box. It's all just the exact vibe that we've had, and we didn't lose with the new website. It was really cool.
Yeah, fantastic.
And the Windmill City Fest is currently up to date with the event schedule for 2026.
Oh,
So-
wonderful.
Are we gonna have all the different, like, major events broken out, like the Windmill City Fest?
Yes.
Or
They
just-
did that, yeah. I think so.
No.
Because I only, when I saw your little, you had to click to the site,
Yeah.
like last week or whatever, and I thought I only saw 2 of them there.
So the events section under the tab under events at the top, that is where we're gonna be listing all of our Good Batavia Park District, and at the top, under events, this is where all of
Okay,
the
eventually
events will be listed.
Mm-hmm.
We are not in the fall season, so I
No,
don't
no,
have the
no,
ones to go, but these are
Mhm.
all currently the ones that are our major events that are running. So this will be something that's present year round. So when someone comes in the winter, then they know, oh wow, look at these great events they have in the summer and the fall, so they can kind of plan their entire year. Because we want them to come back. We want them
The beer
to come back to
thing's
the
not
school.
there.
The which one?
You got the wine thing. but
We
you don't-
don't know the date yet.
We just selected the date
So-
because well, the date had to be changed because there's a lot of events that day. The one
Oh,
at
are
King
they?
County.
Oh, yeah.
The tacos and.
Yeah, so we just literally like a day ago.
Yes. So once we get those new dates, it will be up there and it'll be as a year, because events are some of our most
Over.
popular. They found one. It's their fault.
Are you in the ocean too?
I wanted to add,
Yeah.
I looked at it at home, I was poking around at home, and I was like blown away, because I have in the past avoided the Park District website just because it was hard to navigate, and it was like, I'd have to go into the search and like, it was just like hard to navigate. And I was actually browsing, I was like spending time on it, and like, oh my gosh, that's cool, and you could click over here, and it was so clear, and even when you clicked on like specific activities or events, I think it like popped up like in the, I don't know if it was in the cart or somewhere else, like it showed again what it was, so you didn't have to like, oh, let me go back and look
Oh,
again,
okay.
but it's just, everything was so clear and easy. So, you know, little things.
Well, when
little,
you used to register for stuff, it was like you
tweaks,
transferred
but-
into like a much
Oh my
older.
gosh, it was like,
DOS
Fun to
prop
look
situation.
through.
And we tried to get around like, you know,
So actually, yeah,
So-
searching for stuff.
so
is
it
hard
was,
to search.
We took that out.
pretty that up a bit, yeah, the search was, yeah, I mean, I would be like, I know that there's a basketball class, why can't I find it?
find it?
Brilliant.
So we are, one of the goals this year, we're gonna get a committee together. Brittany, Katie, Brent, and a few others are on a committee that are gonna research a new registration software
Mm.
Yeah.
to plug in. So
Oh,
that,
that just will plug into this thing, nice.
Well, I'll have to
We're still in
get a
Red
new
Truck,
one
right?
built.
We are.
Yeah,
yep. So this is
we've been in Red Truck for a
the
long
shell,
time.
yes, yep.
And so
You're
it's
not
the
alone.
same load.
Yeah.
It's really-
Yeah.
You're not alone.
Allow Allison your.
No, a lot of people do.
A lot.
So this is Rec Track right here.
Mhm.
So, but I could tell that it was still that, but I think it's just the color, it didn't feel so separate
For
now,
sure.
right? Because it just felt a little separate from what you were looking at before.
No, it looks way better.
Yeah.
So this was intentionally designed, so throughout the site, yellow indicates interactive button for our customers.
Mm.
So anytime there's a downloadable PDF or anything, it is indicated with a yellow icon. So trying to keep some of the same visual languaging throughout the site, it's for the ease. One of the nice things that we're very proud of this in the navigation system is that we have now merged the way that our fund guide is broken out. The categories that are in our fund guide are the same categories that are now in our navigation system at the top.
That's awesome.
So there's now a consistency of how we are presenting our information to the district, which that was not how it was. We had two different systems before. And so a lot of this information, thank you to Brittany's team, Allison's got this up here, says getting started with karate. This was something that the rec team as well as the marketing team were very passionate about, with making sure that everyone who came to enroll in a program felt comfortable and knew what to expect when they're going to a program. And so that's one of those things, if you've never taken your child to karate, you don't want to be the one who sends them in a tutu.
Right,
They know what they're doing.
right.
So trying to give that little bit of information that alleviates a little bit of the mental load that you're running, as well as this planning for karate. This is a different one, but we do run karate year round. So on every single one of our program pages, we list the different types of programs and when the registration dates happen for each of them, so that if someone comes in the summer and it's already stopped registering, then they know, oh, look, the next session's in the fall and I should totally get in that in July. So
That,
that
you must get that kind of questions all the time
We
too,
do.
right? Like I know I'm too late to sign up, does anyone know if there's a basketball happening again? Yeah.
Yes. So we get
That's
a
great.
lot of those types of questions. And then another thing that we're very proud of, and very excited for Brittany's team, is that we're really making an effort to be more transparent with the supervisors of the programs. So at the bottom of all of the program pages is a direct contact form to the supervisor who's running it. If you have a question about a program, you can reach out directly as opposed to going through a bunch of different gateways,
That's awesome.
so that you can get that, so that our customers will feel like they're part of this, so that they know the person, so they have an investment in the program.
Well, and also your question, you don't feel like it's going into a black hole.
Yes,
you
yes.
know. Not saying that you guys do, but like, anytime someone's like, contact us on any page, I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I'm not contacting a person, so what's the point?
It feels very authentic.
Right, exactly, for sure.
I also love how the buttons for the different seasons and the colors were perfect, like the green for spring, the yellow for sunny summer.
That's all Allison and her original branding.
Perfect, it was
My
great.
original branding was based on the Girl Scout cookies. Because everybody loves Girl
That
Scout
makes sense,
cookies,
yeah.
and I wanted everybody to love
You
the
can
Park
see it.
District.
Yeah,
So you can
colors.
You
see
can
it.
see it in the.
Do you want
in the
thin
color.
mints or Samoa?
Both please.
So, yeah, we're very proud with how this represents the Batavia community. It was a combination of sophistication and a little bit of kitsch, because we wanted that little bit of whimsical. We're a river town, and there's a little bit of playfulness and a little bit of whimsy that's associated with the community. So we wanted people to come and see stuff that would make them smile or laugh or just remember that we're a park
It's
district.
Park District, it's not incorporated, it's not, stuffy incorporated.
Right.
That's
Great.
awesome.
So
So
cool.
there's the
Sophistication with a little bit of kitsch is perfect for you.
Yes, it's what you are.
Yes.
So there's the Farsi.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So these are the languages
It makes sense.
that people have
More
asked for
population
really
in
cool.
town, so.
specifically. So very proud. One of the things that wasn't brought up in this is that this entire site was actually built for translation. So as opposed to it being built for English language, the way that the designers built it allowed it to, they put in, I think the largest one was one of the Asian, was it Thai, or one of the languages is really long and one of the languages is very narrow. And they built all of the pages to accommodate the largest and the smallest. So no matter what language ends up being displayed, the site always maintains its integrity.
Yeah.
Well, the cool thing is Alice just went through all the languages. Karate never changed.
Right.
Well, there was an accent.
The word was, it only, an accent here, an accent there, but the word stayed the same. Through all the, except for Parsi, it went different, but everything else was the same. Awesome, well that was great, it's
so cool.
fantastic, really happy with it, so,
A lot of hard work paid
very,
off.
very well done,
Very good.
It's
awesome,
a fun little 360 tour there. For
Yeah, that's great.
awesome.
If you want to take some Dramamine, while
Yeah.
you go through this
Right.
work.
That's more
Fantastic.
user than.
Yeah.
All right, we will move on. Item 12 is the executive director's report.
Ah, yes.
Review of district's 2026 goals and objectives.
Josh, can you grab the lights?
Yep.
Thanks. No offense.
You've been taken off of light patrol. When it went completely dark, you have gone off of light patrol.
Everybody's looking.
Right.
All right, so it's my great pleasure to walk the viewing audience at home and the park board through the Batavia Park District's 2026 goals, walking into the future. So we're very ambitious and eager to get started. So a lot of these are self-explanatory, so I'm just going to click right through them, and afterwards feel free to ask any questions. Knowing that we were going to be launching the new website, so check that one off the goal.
Accomplished.
Yes, and accomplished it in the first full week of January. But so we encourage those of you at home, go to bataviaparks.org. It is a new experience, unlike what you've ever seen before. Also, as we mentioned, we're going to be looking at new registration software alternatives. We have been with the same rec track for as long as I've been with the district, which would be 26 years. So, it's a long time. Time to research some other options. And as Brent mentioned, I mean, this actually excites staff because we're really looking forward to getting rid of the paper and pen and digitizing things and records retention. This will certainly help as well. So it's the little things that excite us, but it'll make us more efficient on the back end. And then working with the recreation team, we're going to be looking at all of our independent contractors and expanding our existing portfolio of programs, looking at the needs assessment results that are fresh off the press, and what areas we can plug in new programming and new contractors, looking at what our demographics are, what our market is, what the hunger is out there that we can feed our residents. So this particular one is Ultimate Ninjas. So the rec team is really coloring outside the lines and looking for innovative programming to bring home to Batavia. Also, this will be the third year of this project, third and potentially final. If not, it'll go into the next year for
It's poison hemlock, that's why it's funny.
But because it does take a lot to create these signs, but this is the creative genius of Katie Burgess, and working with Kim Hansen, who's a wealth of knowledge throughout all of our parks. We're going to refresh all of those interpretive signs. So they've identified, they've inventoried the first 2 years, every single sign that we have in our parks, and marked it for a complete rebrand, and even rethinking, do we need a sign for this particular area, and refreshing a sign, do we need to include more information for people so that way they know more about the area. You know, is there an ADA area for fishing, for instance? At Hawks Bluff we have that, and someone that's wheelchair bound may really enjoy that, knowing that there's that. So in this case, we do have a lot of signs that are also cautionary, such as this one, but this is just a taste test. Well, I don't want to say taste, it's definitely a taste.
It says right on it, not to ingest.
It's a sample for you,
Yeah.
not to ingest, but for you to visually enjoy enjoy. We will also be reviewing every single athletic field policy that we have at the district. This is going to help us with our affiliates, with our Tri-City soccer program, Batavia baseball, as you know, we last year solidified an agreement with them, but all of our others such as rugby, lacrosse, all of the affiliate organizations that we work with, this will really help us clean up the existing policies and present them to all the affiliates so that way they know our expectations. We will be dedicating the launch at Clark Island and working with the Fab Fox crew, which is Kane County, and our friends at the city to dedicate this in the spring. But we'd also like to pair it with kayak rentals on the Fox. So Josh is spearheading this one. So he's been working with different companies. Brittany, Kim, Josh, and I have been interviewing several different companies. There isn't like a one size fits all. Well, I guess maybe there is for kayaks, but in terms of rental companies, you know, there are different components to it. You know, there's one company that offers a maintenance person that actually comes and makes sure that everything's where it needs to be, the paddles and the life vests. There's another where, and then there's a lower cost sharing for that particular company. And there's another that has a higher cost sharing, but you actually have to pay for your own maintenance person, and it would be our staff taking care of it. So there are a lot of little nuances to look at when we're looking at rentals on the Fox, but ultimately we just want to make sure that the customer experience is above average and that people feel like they can rent right there at the new launch at Clark Island and spend an entire day, afternoon, or week on our Fox room. This will be the year that the Peace Bridge bike ramp will be given to the Park District from the city. City Administrator Laura Newman just informed me that they are going to hand over the Peace Bridge bike ramp without a mural. Originally, they were going to work with the Art Beautification Committee at Water Street Studios on getting a mural done, but they would rather give it to us as a blank canvas and have us figure out what the next steps are for if we want to have a contest in the community or if we want to brand it ourselves.
Brand it ourselves with our own colors.
Yep. So, but we will have a dedication for that. And then tying into this, right next door to it is the South Riverwalk Plaza. And we are looking to rebrand the South Riverwalk Plaza, and we thought, gosh, with all of the attention given to Peace, being adjacent to the Peace Bridge, the Peace Rock Garden, maybe appropriately call out the Peace Plaza, maybe a rename, rebrand potentially, just a thought, planting a seed. And we did, Kim actually found out through the GIS that we have it's two separate parcels, so we look to consolidate them into one parcel for the park. So it's an opportunity to kind of refresh that whole area in terms of rebranding, new name, get the parcels consolidated.
Sounds like we get to cut a ribbon. You know, John, new days.
Did your scissors?
We got all your favorite colors. Put a big ribbon together for you. Fox Trail Park, those of you neighbors that live in that area, guess what? You're going to get a new playground coming right to you. We're going to be replacing that playground. We're going to have a community input meeting, hopefully in the spring, where Park Board and staff will be meeting with you, and you get to handpick. You'll get a sticker, and you get to stick it on your favorite playground. So you get to vote, you get to have a say, and even with the color scheme as well, so that'll be fun. So look for us. We'll be planting a QR code signage in the Fox Trail Playground area, so you can find out when the meeting is. We're also going to be rebranding the Park Watch program. That was back in the day. Eric Locker and I started it, I think it was in 2005. so even pre-gentlemen. So that was designed as a kind of a neighborhood watch program, but for our parks. And so that was where Bruce's Spruce was born. And through Alex Brandt, our mechanic, created the first illustration for Bruce's Spruce. And now it's time, we're gonna keep Bruce, but we're gonna kind of revamp the entire program, rename it, rebrand it, put it in the brainchild of Katie and Kim, and see what they come up with. And also, Callahan Community Center is loaded with surveillance cameras and managed access in every door. And so this is to open up district-wide security plans for the Civic Center and Eastside Community Center. And Shannon Hall floor will be refinished, and this is a little embarrassing to say that this will be the first time it's ever been refinished, but it is, it will be, and it'll be more beautiful than ever. And we're going to be, Josh, what was the timeline on that?
Start Monday, be about 2 weeks to finish, and then we'll come back every 2 to 3 years like we do the gym floor and do a reseal on it so that we don't get to the point where we are now.
So I do want to give,
I mean, true disclosure, it's the first time it's been refinished, but the whole floor was replaced at one time, right? So, I mean, it's not like, that's not the original floor. Just so you know. That's not the, because that was replaced in my lifetime here, so, you know.
That's the original floor.
Yeah, no. About a 100-year-old floor you're looking at.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's fair, that's fair. So yeah, it used to be carpeted,
Yes.
and then, I want to say in 2008, the main floor was laid down for wood, and then in like 2011, the main stage was laid down in wood. And so you can see there is some discoloration from the two different woods. And I want to give credit to Kim and Josh. Both of them have gotten into the replacement and resurfacing and resealing program. So they're going to make sure that everything stays top notch as soon as we completely revamp a parking lot. We're going to reseal it. It's going to be like every 3 years. Same thing with refinishing the floors, the Civic Center gymnasium, been resealed, just like this floor will. So kudos to them. They've stayed on top of it, and we're gonna make sure that this stays gorgeous for years to come. And speaking of, see at the theme I've tried to lump everything together here. The Fox River Trail Northeast section, Kim is going to be working on getting that engineered. The alligator cracking is unlike any other. This northeast section of the trail is by the lodge at Laurelwood, and we do get a lot of complaints about it, so we're really hopeful that we can freshen this area up and make it smooth riding. Speaking of freshen this area up, rather than
Slowly back out of the room.
I looked at that one today, I was like, oh, when's it coming?
And I intentionally didn't even put gazebo in the house.
Yeah, I know, right?
You don't have to.
Don't even mention the G word.
Yeah, no mention the G word. I was trying to stay positive here. So thinking positively that there will no longer be a building in this picture, and that we can potentially use the bricks from the building that will no longer be here in this picture to create this magnificent plaza that we could call Shannon Hall Plaza. So tomorrow, actually, we have our first meeting with Upland Design to envision and create an area that looks unlike this one, with the flagpole moves. And yeah, hopefully the HPC, the Historic Preservation Commission, will enjoy a new site as much as we will. We are partnering, we have an IGA with the City of Batavia and the Mahoney Creek tributary, and that is going to greatly increase the watershed area there. The residents of H. Michael Wild Park have experienced flooding as a result of this waterway that goes through our park. So the City of Batavia has obtained grants, And we did budget 50-50 with the city for improving this area. So the H. Michael Wild folks are going to be extremely happy that we're going on this project. Katie's also working on a QR code that is going to be placed in signage that people can scan with their phone, and then it'll take them to the construction company site who's actually working on this part.
Nice.
We will continue water raking at Depot Pond, so it will not look like this, but rather it'll look like this. Because we're going to add fountains. So I like Ears and Oz.
Yeah.
We're going to be adding fountains to the Depot Pond. And that duck is not included.
Hard to say, is that just duck is?
They took that way over bricks.
We did have a swan. We could bring the swan back. That wasn't
The
good.
swans are vicious, we don't want swans.
I like it though.
They will attack every person that walks. They're
So
very
if you notice,
territorial.
we're building with these projects. These projects
Yes.
just keep getting bigger and bigger.
Yes.
So the next project, well,
Oh,
yeah.
so we're still building. We're gonna find out everything that's wrong with this wall and build upon it. And we're gonna do a survey to make sure that we're following what the community wants with the Depot Pond. But I thought this was a great picture of the peninsula. So you can see exactly how deep our Depot Pond goes. Deep, Depot Pond.
Katie would have had more enthusiasm with that.
She would have. And then Riverwalk turf, we are gonna completely replace it with synthetic turf. Josh is looking at colored options for turf, so we can add some color. We
Keep
can put
it playful
Yes.
down there.
Yep, so it won't be solid, it'll be a design of some sort. We're gonna be introducing water slides for the toddlers. Since when I had the frog up at the mayor's breakfast, he got booed. I thought that was my morning.
These are way better.
A little Chuck the Duck there. Yeah, we might actually have to have the board vote on your favorite because.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's gonna happen,
A lot of the staff really likes the frog.
I love the frog. It's so cute. So scary.
I had no
Is that
problem.
really one of the options?
I had no problem with it.
And Watley Park
It was
District,
just a
they
lot
have
of
one. If you
space.
saw it, like that picture was scary, but like they have one, like Watley Park District school, it's cute.
I had no problem with it.
Yeah.
I like it better than the thing now.
I promise, I would not want something that wasn't.
Yeah, it's cute. Maybe we can take a tour.
I mean, I like the frog, but then again, I like the gazebo.
Your
Shows-
judgment is on.
Shows my
And then re-energizing the district's volunteer program. So Brittany is taking over the volunteer program, which will cover the Depot Museum volunteers as well as all of our youth sports volunteers. I love this picture. It's our Energy
Yeah.
City Center in-house program. And then we're going to be, this will be the year that we complete our strategic master plan and we'll be launching it. So just 6 more months and we'll be ready to launch. And then dun dun dun, a preliminary study of Moose Heart that is planned for this year. So that will be next month, the February board meeting. I'll be putting forth a proposal from Williams Architects for approval. And since we're building up for bigger, the last slide is, we want to break a world record.
Oh,
I put this in many work plan goals for this year, and the team is up for the challenge, and they've suggested a handful of different world records that we might be able to break to keep Batavia on the map, but internationally.
very fun.
And that is a wrap.
That's awesome.
Very fun, excellent.
Very fun.
Great goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks for the board for your support.
It's making my
Starts with the
job
budget.
goals seem very.
Can you get the lights?
Less, way less ambitious for 2024.
Brittany, can you get the lights for us? Can you get the, no.
Josh, can you grab the lights?
I would never have you do that. We could do it
I
without
would
the
politely
lights.
said, sure, and they would have been awesome.
Yeah, we'd be sitting here in the dark.
It was pressure.
All right.
adjust.
Yeah. Better than all.
I don't think you know.
I don't. All right, we are now on to item number 14A, which is an approval for ordinance 427, which is our fiscal year 2026 budget and appropriations. So we've gone through all the motions of this, we've done public conversation, we've done everything for it, so now we're going to approve the ordinance. Entertain a motion to approve ordinance number 427, fiscal year 2026 budget and appropriations as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Bell, second by Larson. Larson, please call the roll.
Bell,
Aye.
Larson,
Aye.
Truman,
Aye.
Slayer,
Aye.
Tillman.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Thank you for all the hard work.
Yeah.
I believe that that would be it. Is there any other business to come before the board?
There is none.
There's not one person that goes, he forgot to get his homework. Great, so entertain a motion to adjourn from our regular board meeting at 8:10.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Bell, second by Larson. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We are adjourned.
Great.